She will not show up for the Prime Minister's joint session of Congress today. She'd rather address in the summer a sorority, a college sorority.
A college sorority. A college sorority.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button because that's the most important thing you can do for me on this channel. What it does is that it helps to make sure that those who are subscribed to the channel will indeed get their notifications, and it also helps to push this video through the YouTube algorithm as well. Secondly, if you're new to the channel, or maybe you've been ghost watching this channel for quite some time now, I see you ghost watchers, please do me a favor and yourself a favor by hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And lastly, please make sure you share this video out on your social media platforms to your family and friends to inform them on this news and information. And yes, that does help to give me a slight boost, just a slight boost in the YouTube algorithm as well. And with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. And today, we are headed over to Fox News Studios. We're headed over to Fox News Studios because right now online, as we speak, the Black political elite and their Divine Nine Army is spreading a clear lie that this Fox News host, when discussing Kamala Harris, referred to her sorority as a colored sorority. In the video I'm going to play for you, he clearly said college sorority. It's very clear and obvious that that was what he said, college sorority, but they claim that he said colored, which he did not. So let's get into that. I want to start with that clip first. Let's get into this clip here on Fox News where the alleged colored remark was made. Let's play this right now.
Obviously, you compare him to President Biden, who is muddling his way through speeches. People know he couldn't go more than
better, right?
Yep, couldn't go more than 15 minutes. She's very good on the prompter. No one even doubted that. She had 3,000 people there. Why are they there? A lot of them have to do with, hey, I'm a Democrat. I thought we were going to go down in flames. Now we have a shot. But the problem with Kamala Harris, number one, she has not had her record exploited heavily because people thought and marginalized her. Even in the Democratic Party, they said, wow, what a bad choice Joe Biden made. Number two is she hasn't sat down for an interview. When she sits down in an interview and says, do you want to defund ICE? Where do you stand on Medicare for all? Why didn't you show up? The most recent decision, already you got a question. She will not show up for the Prime Minister's joint session of Congress today. She'd rather address in the summer a sorority, a college sorority, like she can't get out of that. So that.
Let's listen to that again. Rewind it back. He clearly said college, but they say that he's saying colored, which he's not.
Summer, a sorority, a college sorority, like she.
A college sorority, a college sorority. Let's hear it one more time, please.
Address in the summer a sorority, a college sorority, like she can't get.
He said a college sorority, a college sorority. Now what I want to do is that I want to take a moment to play this video here, and I want to give credit where credit is due. This clip is from the Young Turks. I believe the man's name is, most of you know who he is, Rashad Ritchie from Indisputable. But Black Conservative Perspective actually slowed down the audio in this clip here. So I'm going to give him credit for doing that before I play it, where it's even more clear that he said college. He didn't say colored. He said college. He said it with some sort of an accent, you can say. Maybe he was going to say something else and then said college. When you speak as people, that happens, right? The other day, in one of my most recent videos, instead of second, I said shekend. I said shekend. I just slurred. People do that all the time. A good friend of the show, Rob from Blacklight Revelations 2, he does something that's very annoying to me, and now I'm letting it be known publicly. Letting it be known publicly. The way he says zombie, I say zombie, he says zombie. Why he says zombie, I don't know, but that's how he says it. Zombie. I say zombie. The point is this: people speak with different type of accents. Sometimes you get tripped up on words. Sometimes that's whatever. How you're talking is just how you're talking, and how certain things come out is how they come out. But this is a clear and desperate reach, a clear and desperate reach to just find any reason to say that something is racist, because that's all they have to run on concerning fear mongering you into not voting for Trump, but to vote for Kamala Harris. So let's get into this clip here where it's actually slowed down so you can hear, if it wasn't obvious already before, it'll be even more obvious now. That is at college, not colored.
Full racism again. That's all they got. They don't have anything else.
No, crying racism is all you have, and you don't have anything else. But carry on.
All right, let's go. Brian Kilmeade, who decided to speak on the colored sororities. Here it is.
The problem with Kamala Harris, number one, she has not had her record exploited heavily because people thought and marginalized her. Even in the Democratic Party, they said, wow, what a bad choice Joe Biden made. Number two is she hasn't sat down for an interview. When she sits down in an interview and says, do you want to fund ICE? Where do you stand on Medicare for all? Why didn't you show up? The most recent decision, already you got a question. She will not show up for the Prime Minister's joint session of Congress today. She'd rather address in the summer a sorority, a college sorority.
A college sorority. A college sorority.
Like,
I'm gonna run it back one more time. I mean, this is so ridiculous, but it needs to be addressed. Because the reality is this, right? If you're black, this is insulting to my intelligence as a black man, and it should be insulting to every black man and woman's intelligence, particularly the working class. Because when I introduced this video the way I did earlier, referring to these people as the black political elite and their divine nine army, they are no different than the corrupt politicians all throughout the multiple nations on the continent of Africa that are so corrupt and could care less about their population that they will do them dirty and keep the country in a third world state just to maintain their own position of wealth and power. These people here, the black political elite and their divine nine army, are literally no different. They will gaslight you all day on foolishness like this, these fake and attempted gotcha moments, in an attempt to say that someone is racist and saying something racist, so that you can vote for their candidate that will keep them in their positions of power, their symbolic positions of power, like being a Supreme Court judge, right? These are symbolic. It does nothing for the everyday working class black man and woman. Out here in Los Angeles, gas prices are still almost $5 a gallon. What Ketanji Brown Jackson or any other black Supreme Court judge or black token symbolic position does for me or any other working class black American, and especially the American population as a whole, but particularly keeping it around the black population, because we are talking about the black political elite and their divine nine army, what their symbolic positions do for us? Nothing. They do absolutely nothing. But they sell their symbolic positions to us as if it's our victory, when it's not our victory. Kamala Harris being VP is not our victory. Ketanji Brown Jackson being a Supreme Court judge is not our victory. They're going to sell you on all these other apparent black women judges that Joe Biden appointed. That is not our victory. What does that have to do with the price of milk in the grocery store? It has nothing to do with nothing. But that's how corrupt these people are. They sell their victories to you as if it's your victory, as if it's the people's victory, when it isn't the people's victory. On no level is it the people's victory. It's complete foolishness and it's ridiculous. Now let's listen to this one more time before we get into the king of the gaslighters, Roland Martin.
sorority.
A college sorority. A college sorority.
Of Congress today. She'd rather address in the summer a sorority, a college sorority.
A college sorority. A college sorority.
Like she can't get out of that. So that's her decision. And that's her decision to back up the protesters.
This man said colored sorority. You see what's happening, don't you? He's on regular ass TV. Colored sorority.
These people are unbelievably pathetic. It is mind-blowing how pathetic the black political elite and their Divine Nine army is. It's disgustingly pathetic to lie like this and for it to be such a bold-faced lie, but will push through with it anyways in a desperate attempt to convince you to vote for Kamala Harris. It's truly pathetic. And now what we're going to do next is we're going to play the video of the king of the pathetic political elite, Roland Martin. So let's get into this clip right now.
If you watch the video, to say colored is one thing. You pronounce college totally different. You can't get the two confused. Colored, college. That's what it sounds like. Listen to Kilmeade.
And with all that being said, that does it for today's news, man. This is completely ridiculous and stupid. It's so ridiculous. It's so stupid. It's not even funny. The lengths that the black political elite and the Divine Nine army will go to convince you of some sort of racism that isn't happening, right? They're literally lying to your face. They're lying to your face. And they effectively with doing stuff like this constantly, it turns into like the boy who cried wolf scenario. So now in the face of actual racism and discrimination, right, that occurs, nobody's going to want to hear what you have to say. Nobody cares. You're going to get dismissed instantly in the face of real discrimination, in the face of real racism when it pops up. These people keep it so that real racism and discrimination is a joke. It's considered a joke. And that's part of their strategy as well. Because when you're constantly saying something is racist that is not racist, and then you turn the conversation and topic around discrimination and racism into a joke, then when real instances of discrimination and racism pop up and you try to bring it up and folks dismiss it, particularly those who are on the right, let's just be honest, right? When they dismiss it and say, get out of here because you guys say everything is racist, that then leaves the door open for the king of the pathetic people. I'm going to chill out now, but the king of the pathetic people, like Roland Martin, it leaves the door open for them to say, aha, you see, I told you they're all racist over there. I told you that we're the only ones that you could listen to. And then they'll sit there and run with the narrative that everybody's racist and we're the ones that are trying to help you. So vote Kamala Harris 2024. But it's all rooted in deception. It is all rooted in deception and lies. And with all that being said, that does it for today's news. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Rumble at TD Media Group. The Rumble @ is right there at the bottom, but the link will be in the description box below and pinned in the comment section. And also don't forget to follow me on Telegram as well. The link will be in the description box below and pinned in the comment section as well. That is extremely important that you guys follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group, as well as Rumble at TD Media Group. Thank you all for your time. And until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.